I hope Deric shows up today, man.
I will never get in the ring with him. He's a badass.
You saw yesterday how I punked that black guy?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
I told him I'll f you up. He's like, I'm sure you would. And then he's like, why you threatening? Stop threatening me. I'm like, or what?
I'm a big fan of his.
Stupid mother.
What's your view of Charlie as a person, being able to talk to him?
He's a piece of He got a big mouth, he's disrespectful, he's arrogant, he's a little rich, spoiled kid. I think his father's from Russia, he got a lot of money. So he's a little rich and, you know, he's not a nice guy. I mean, now I'll tell you this, he got a lot of heart because he keep getting beat up everywhere he go, and he keep getting beat up, he don't mind, so.
So he's become known as an internet troll.
Oh, you said we're doing light sparring. I went off on you. Huh? I went off on you. You said light sparring though.
So what are we doing here? Boxing. Just straight boxing? Yeah. Like real boxing? Oh, hold on. Hey, what are you doing, man? Oh, dude, what are you doing, man?
How bad? You done?
Hey, no, dude, that's not cool at all. Okay.
Cool, man? Cut. Cut. Okay. Oh! You alright, man? Oh, yeah, that was brutal right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, what's going on? You done? Hey, hey.
Upper body working. You have 10 seconds to go. Come on, Rick. I just want to watch this. It's so pretty. You have 5 seconds. Hard work. You gotta get to rest. Come on. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 15 seconds.
We're not trying to spar here, right? We're not trying to spar here, right? I'm not trying to fight here. Alright, you done? Yeah, I'm done.
Believe it or not, Charlie actually does have quite a fan base. However, his followers are what's known as haters. They all hate his guts. To make this story even more bizarre, Charlie's father is very supportive of him, and he actually condones what he does. From what I understand, oftentimes it's Charlie's father who's behind the camera videotaping these gym assaults. So let's now meet Charlie's father, Eugene Zelenoff.
Hey, hello fellow haters. Probably you know who am I, alright? If not, I want to remind you that Charlie is my son, okay? And not only he is great fighter, but he is great son. I love him dearly and very proud of him, okay? And you wannabes, you'll never achieve what he did, alright? You got under his skin, but you will never get under mine. Because I live more in United States than you were born, okay? And I've been to Soviet or Russian army, and I went through, you know, you don't want to know what I went through, alright? You warriors, internet warriors, what you gonna do when you see Charlie on HBO? But you know what? You won't see, because you losers, you can't afford to have HBO, alright? But if somebody wants to see, call me, and I'll pay for you losers. You know where I live. You're more than welcome to come, motherfucker.
The thing is, he pays you to fight him. That's the thing. So, you know, if he pays you, of course, people will take the money and fight him.
Hey, he said stop. I mean, start. That's the shit I told you, man. I won. See, he's a fucking retard. He's literally still in the head. Look. Hey, chill. You're a fucking retard.
He wants to make sure you're a big guy. He doesn't fight little guys. If you're a big guy, he's willing. He's gonna be. He wants to do it.
Easy. Easy, right? Chill out, dude. Chill out. Whoa. Chill out, dude. Yeah, chill out.
You good? Woo-hoo. Right hand, boy. $147 and go. Man, that's a big motherfucker. Cut. Cut.
I do make things. And I like I'll go with the light. I'm sorry. Oh man. Alright, I'm done here.
Ready? Protect it, right? All right, man. Good? Well, I punched the guy so hard, it caused pandemic sound. Pandemic sound, that's like I said, that's louder than the explosions they have in Iraq.
Good boy. You're good. That's it. I didn't get any punches in. You're good. You're good. Yeah.
He's a dirty fighter. When you're not looking, he'll take cold shots at you. Oh.
That cheap shot artist, cheap shot artist, cheap shot artist. Best Marine Walker. I don't know.
Oh no.
You know, he's, you know, at first I thought everything was just a big joke, you know, just the humor and entertain people, man. We set up this Edgar Perez fight, you know, where the guy took an obvious dive. You know, I laughed about it. We got a kick out of it, getting, you know, seeing what people were saying about it. I mean, we knew what it was. But, you know, he started to believe it. You know, he took it to a whole nother level. And, you know, we would talk on the phone, you know, not around other people, just him and I. And he would say things like, I'm going to knock this guy out. I'm going to knock Harley out like I did Perez. And I'd play along with him and say, yeah, man, of course you will. You know, good luck, man. You got this. But in the back of my mind, I'm saying, like, fuck, this fucking kid is really losing his mind, or it's already gone. It can't be found. It's on a friggin' milk carton. But, you know, Charlie began to actually believe this fantasy world that we created for humor. You know what I'm saying? This is all what it was. And there's a part of him that truly believes that he beat a 4-0 Edgar Perez. You know, Edgar Perez, who is he? Where is he? I don't know, but whatever. But when in fact was, you know, we paid a Mexican day laborer who stands outside of the parking lot of Home Depot to take a dive. Charlie creates, you know, fake girlfriends, fake fights, that he's a thug, and in his head that he keeps repeating up that he actually believes it, and until he's like really pushed to a limit, and it's scary that a human being can be like that.
I must be hard-headed. Just don't listen.
this time. Relax.
A few years later, Charlie desperately wanted a rematch with Andrew, so his father arranged it. He paid Andrew Hartley and flew him in from Arkansas. So let's take a look at how this much-anticipated rematch transpired.
0-1.
What's Andrew? Charlie Z. What does he think? You don't know. All right. Oh, Zelda. All right.
Very. Stay the night with Andrew at the hotel.
Point at him. Record, point at him. Either Andrew Hartley doesn't want to fight me.
Alright, ATG documentary. Andrew Pitt Thunder Hartley. We are in the dressing room. There was going to be a card tonight where they were going to go on.
What the fuck was that, dude?
What did he do?
Fucking cheap shot.
What did he hit?
Props, dude. That was a cheap shot. What a fucking dude.
Peter.
kid needs a doctor, sir.
I apologize.
He's not need a doctor.
He's a doctor.
That's what
Mr. Zelenoff, hey.
He's sick man, guys.
You're a man. You're a man. Your son, though, he's got some problems. He does.
I know.
Like,
This guy you need to be talking to.
Mr. Zelenoff, you're
He's sick boy.
You're an
Okay,
extremely
I know.
respectable. Okay, no one has any bad feelings towards you. You are. He loses his mind sometimes. We don't know why.
That's because his mom has psychological problems and he does. That's why I stick my neck always for him. Eventually get killed, but it's okay. But you know, I mean, I apologize, guys. Let me give you at least for the guesses something. Please. No, I'm not bribing you guys. No. Have lunch. Have lunch. The stuff that you made me say on camera and recorded me, illegally by the way, without my consent, you know. I said it because I didn't want to get him in legal problems, alright?
I was getting dressed and Charlie came up and pretended that everything's gonna be cool, and he cold-blocked me. I didn't get a chance to...
Did it hurt?
No, it didn't hurt, man.
The 750 to the face, man? Come on.
The problem is he couldn't hit me with a bare hand. He had to hit me with a pair of gloves on.
He contacted me a while back, wanting to fight a big guy. So I had one, Deric. So the first time he came here, he fought Deric. And then Deric, I told Deric to take it easy because Zelenoff's small.
When I got in the ring with him, I was a retired professional. I boxed for 30 years, so since I was 49 years old when I boxed him, and I hadn't been in the ring in almost a year. I hadn't been to the gym, so at first, we got in the ring and I was playing with him because, I wasn't in shape, so I had to keep my composure and pace myself until I was ready to let go on him.
So he paid Deric to fight him. I told Deric to take it easy.
May I ask, is that the same Deric that he calls Deric the Giant?
Yeah.
That he keeps saying he beat up? And
Right.
Are you even called Deric the Giant, or what was?
No, I'm not Deric the Giant. But if he wants to call me Deric the Giant, so be it.
Trying too hard. Take your time.
Tried to use gloves that didn't have any padding in them, and I made him use a pair of gloves that I had.
Nice.
So he tried to use like, he had some black gloves and all the padding was taken out of the gloves. Yeah.
Come on, finish the round.
seconds.
30 seconds.
After he's trying to be dirty with Deric, I told Deric, well, just teach him a lesson when it's 30 seconds.
And then the last 30 seconds, I let off on him. Really, the last 18 seconds I let off on him. Because when the 30-second bell rang, he tried to quit. And then EJ was like, finish the round. So when we went to finish the round, he did some things, and then
I'm done. That's one round.
One round.
That's one round. You want to pay another 300? Huh?
finally I just started letting my punches go, and I hit him on about 10 unanswered punches, dropped him, and he flew through the ropes, and he was done.
And Deric didn't even try. He punched him, and Zelenoff went through the wall.
Yeah, I beat Deric the Giant, 300-pounder. Yeah, it's on video. I landed 18 out of 18 jabs on Deric. Yeah, I beat him. He was no match for me. Yeah. Deric doesn't even want to have a rematch.
He showed the first 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes at the most. Then he cut it off when he got beat up. He didn't show none of that. He didn't want to show that he got beat up. He wants to deceive the people into believing that he beat me up. But I took it easy on him.
I punched Deric the Giant over and over and over. I snapped his jaw. The guy outweighed me by 140 pounds. All of this is on documented footage.
I think Charlie Zelenoff is on drugs. I really believe it. Because he never believes he got beat up. Even though you could show him on the video he was beat up. He will deny that he was getting beat up watching it on the video. So
no, that wasn't me, that was somebody.
He's in denial or he's on drugs.
Whoa, my God. Got that shoulder on it, man. You think that, man? The box. Put it on. Get that shoulder. Jab though. Don't let that foot go. The jab. Where you going? The jab. Get it, Floyd, get it. Oh, yeah, body slam. He's running, no. Where you going? Let's go. He's going ain't no fucking game. Still got it. He's out of gas, Floyd. Nice relax. He's running far. Do it now. He finna shot.
You all seen the video. I destroyed his ass, man. I destroyed him. I wasn't even 100%, and I still destroyed Mayweather Sr. That's right. So Mayweather Jr., if you want to be next on the victim list, let me know, man. I'll fuck you up. I'll knock you out cold, man. I'll knock you out cold, Mayweather Jr. You know, after I beat Mayweather Sr., I even told him, I'm like, I'm gonna whoop your son next. His son don't want to. His son don't want to fight. You're a bitch, Floyd. I'm in Vegas right now. What are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I beat the shit out of your dad yesterday. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Because you know that I would put you in a wheelchair. You know that I would f***ing destroy you. You know it. And that's it. You know it.
Well, now let's take a little break from all the fighting and get a psychological profile on Charlie.
No one really knows for certain what causes psychosis, but the general impression these days is that it's predisposed to by genetic vulnerability.
His mom has psychological problems and feelings.
And in the early stages of psychosis, people experience a sense of a shift in reality.
Yo, I'm number one. I'm pound for pound number one. I'm the greatest, man. I'm better than Ali. I'm better than Tyson. I don't have to tell them this. They know I'm better than Ali and Tyson and Mayweather. They know I'm number one. They've seen my fights.
Maybe a year or so into the whole deterioration, then they start to become frankly psychotic.
Think I'm scared to take a punch? Man, look at man, motherfucker. You can't rock me out, homie. Fuck, man.
When that happens, someone is quite paranoid, they have delusional ideas, they may be hallucinating, seeing things or hearing things, and their thoughts may be quite confused.
Yeah, I can knock out multiple giants, literally. Multiple giants. Yeah, they can put 2 giants in a ring against me in the boxing ring. I'll about hit them like one person. Yeah, I'm the greatest.
They'll become quite delusional at the extreme end of this, where they start to develop very bizarre ideas.
They're going to give me my own boxing TV network. UBF Boxing, UBF pay-per-view, you f***ing retards, alright? I just want to make this video to announce that.
So if they are religious, for example, they may start to interpret what they're experiencing. If they're starting to hear voices, for example, they may attribute that to spirits or some religious context.
You know how powerful I am? For example, a grandma with cancer. Just an example. Let's say a grandma's literally dying from cancer. If I come up to her, I'll make one prayer, just one prayer. Her cancer will instantly go away. And she's going to live a very long and healthy life, thanks to Charlie Z. Yeah, I'm the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Yeah. Me and Jesus Christ are identical.
I'm Jesus Christ. I'm Jesus Christ, Charlie Zelenoff.
Yeah, I'm Jesus Christ. I'm the resurrection of Jesus Christ. Charlie Zelenoff. My name is Charlie Zelenoff. Man, you dumb morons should have read the Bible, man. It's Jesus Christ prophecy. Charlie Zelenoff's greatness in boxing is Jesus Christ prophecy. You f***ing losers.
If someone in the family believes that maybe a relative is developing a psychosis, it's really important to try and get help early.
He wouldn't admit that he's sick. You should see all doors, all windows are broken. It's like after Vietnam.
One of the most important treatments for psychosis is the medication. It does really dramatically improve the symptoms, and for most people actually clears the symptoms up altogether within a few weeks.
Okay, we'll see you back here on Tuesday, Mr. Zelenoff. I want you to continue to take your medications while in the hospital, understood?
Of course, it was inevitable that Charlie would eventually bite off more than he could chew. That appeared to be the case when he challenged the current WBC World Heavyweight Champion Deontay Wilder. And this was Charlie's most known fight. This actually made the TMZ news. After a few years of bantering and threats, Deontay finally heard enough and he flew in from his home in Alabama to settle the score with Charlie Z.
Hey, you have reached the Bronze Bomber. I'm sorry that I missed your call, but if you leave your name and your number, the brief message, I'll be sure to get back with you. Until then, have a blessed day.
Yes, I believe I've reached paid professional actor headquarters. Deontay Wilder, paid professional actor. Hey, listen, clown. Talking shit, huh? Do you remember how you ducked me in 2012 and I beat Deric the Giant? Deric the Giant would knock you the f*** out, you son of a Let me ask you something. If you're such a good fighter, why did you stage that fake match with Malik Scott, you piece of shit? If I hit you with my power, you spit your gum short out and you spit every single tooth out, motherfucker. You're a bum. Let's meet up right now. Come to LA, I'm the champion. You're a bum. You're a joke. Hey, I send you my last fight. Kickboxer, 28 seconds, motherfucker. You want to be next? Let's get it on right now. You're a clown. Hey, listen. 6'4", 300-pounder. Failed. 6'4", 300-pounder. It's on video. Tap Charlie Z versus Deric the Giant. I beat the motherfucker ass on video. 2 different angles. You want to fight me? Let's get the fight on right now. That's it. No excuses. 2012, you agreed? You ran away. You backed out. This is it. Don't back out this time. You're a clown. Let me tell you something. When I was locked up in county jail, I taught the Southsiders how to fight. I knocked out a Southsider, teardrop. 2013, I knocked out an Aryan brother, cold, motherfucker. 3 left hooks. The motherfucker was laying face down, therefore sit down, country boy. You want to fight me? I'm on probation. I can't go to Alabama to whoop ass right now, therefore you come to LA. I'm the champ. You come here, I knock you the out. No excuses, punk.
I had a guy that had been harassing me for 2 or 3 years, talk recklessly all the time. And I'm the type of person that I take criticism well. I get it every day. I'm accustomed to it. That's why I'm so dark. My skin is thick. I'm sexy with it, you know. But I think it comes to a point where you can be a critic and say certain things, but it's a limit. He took it to a whole nother level. And one thing I don't condone in the world, because my family taught me to raise to love everyone in the world, no matter what color, race you are. And that's one thing I don't condone is racism, and he brought racism to the table.
You want to be 50 Cent, motherfucker, homie. Go back to picking cotton, you black motherfucker. I'll fuck you up any day. I know racist, but I'm gonna send you back to slavery, motherfucker.
He brought duct taping my daughter's mouth, and when he said that, you know, I love my kids to death. When he said duct taping my daughter's mouth, I visualized him actually doing it, and it upset me. And then he said murder him. He's gonna kill me, murder me, and those 3 things, man, that was overboard. And so when it's like that, I want to see people.
I will. Charlie Z, Wilder.
What happened? Where you going? Nah, let's go. Why you let him get out of there? I got him with that hook. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
That's it. Keep it on the mat. You done? Get up. I'm gonna get ready. You ain't gonna mess with nobody else. All right, man. All right. Get up. He's done. He's done. Nah, get up. You about to make me mad now. Get up. Get up. Get up. You about to get up. Get up. It's gonna stop, man. Yeah. All that like, huh? Rematch. Let's go. No, not right now. It is gonna be right now. It's on where I'm here. I'm done. He's done. He's done. He's done. Keep it like. Let him go. It's gonna stop. That's not talking. Huh? Don't you ever. Don't you ever call me a. Don't you ever say you gonna take my daughter around. Don't you ever say you're going to take my daughter's mouth? Don't you ever say you're going to... Let my pants go, Chad. Let my pants go. Don't you ever say nothing like that. Don't you ever. You think I don't put up with racism? I don't put up with racism. And I don't put up with Charlie. Charlie, you need to get out of the gym one day. And I'm done with you. No, you need to get out of the gym, man. I'm done. You're not supposed to. We told you not to come back. We're going to rematch next time. Not today. Let's get in the ring then. No. It's over with. I know rematch. No, you're done. You're done, man. That's for everybody. I hit you in the body. That's for everybody. Stop, man. Everybody, you gonna but I beat many people, though. You the only person that's gonna get you. I beat many people. I'm a nice guy. I beat many people. I could have got you in that alley, dude. But I'm a nice dude. I ain't like that. I could have got you in the alley with all that. I could have knocked you out outside. But the shit, what you said, I don't put up with.
Enough. Hey, Charlie, you can't come up here doing this stuff no more, man.
You gonna get killed, boy?
Yo, dude, I know you. Don't give me the boot. On YouTube. You want to let me beat your ass? You're not supposed to come in here and you're supposed to be in the gym.
Let's get the rematch now then. I ain't coming back with it, man. Because the next time I come back,
I hit you in the body.
Charlie,
Hey,
it ain't gonna be good for you.
You got lucky, man. I'm the best. I'm still the best. Mayweather Sr. knocked out.
I punched Deontay Wilder with a left hook. The motherfucker flew from one side of the ring to the other side of the ring.
I'm done. He's done. He give up.
You understand? I snapped Deontay Wilder's head back. Do you understand what you're getting yourself into? Well,
After regrouping, Charlie decided that he wasn't quite done with boxing just yet. And as if getting decked by Deontay Wilder wasn't bad enough, the worst was yet to come for Charlie. He eventually returned to the same gym where he had fought Deric the Giant, this time to face one of Deric's proteges, a young amateur heavyweight by the name of Dejon Daniels. Let's meet Dejon.
How long have you been training for?
Now going on 6 years, beginning of this year, so this is 6 years, since I was 16, 15.
Well, we know Charlie from the past with Deric. He's a dirty fighter. When you're not looking, he'll take cold shots at you. So I told Dejon if he does that, and then be dirty right back with him, because you're not going to stop him by being nice.
In the beginning, I just didn't want to hit him. You know, I just didn't want to hit me, you know. Like, I know how he is, you know, he'll get one hit on you, 2 hits on you, and then he'll be like, oh, I beat him up.
You replay it over and over and over. Look
highlight reel you on YouTube for 2 punches, you know. So.
You guys are delusional. Look how I beat up Dejon. I hit him in the stomach right here.
Time out. Time out.
There's no timeout.
Time out, and I'll fuck you up.
Okay, time out.
Okay, timeout.
Time out.
I was wearing 16-ounce gloves, and he had like 8-ounce gloves with the padding ripped out of the hands of the gloves. So, you know, he was basically in there with just leather on his hands, and I had big old 16-ounce gloves on.
Okay, right? Go.
No, hold up. Hold up. Wait, Dejon. Wait, Dejon. Hold on, break.
You gotta take that belt, I'm knocking you out outside. Take you to the park? You gotta take that belt, I'm gonna knock you out outside. Take you to the park? I fought Deontay Wilder, I knocked down Mayweather Sr. I'll knock you the fuck out, huh? You try, hey, this is boxing, not MMA, motherfucker. You try to do MMA against me.
He's gonna be busy training somebody. He's gonna train somebody, so. Your chance to sneak up and grab the belt.
You know, we asked him to leave the gym a bunch of times, you know, like we had business going on too, you know.
Fuck.
Get him in the ring. So watch him dive out again. Just sit down because the air conditioning is getting up. Here, I'll put the chair closer to here. Here.
This is a rematch. End of the ring. Okay, we got world champion Dejon Curtis and the challenger Charlie Z for his belt.
Either way.
Get ready, gentlemen. Keep it clean. Okay.
Now, I gotta say, I like how quickly you saw that those counter punches. It's like a hook uppercut. I don't know the exact way to call it because I'm not as good as
check hook.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Now, how quickly did you notice that? Like, did you notice like right off the top before you started throwing it, or?
Yeah, I mean, me and my coach at the time, like he's a good coach, you know. So like we worked on it all the time.
I'm going on points. Come on. No talking when you fight. Let's go.
So 1 minute.
Come on. Come on. Go.
Come on.
Let's go, Charlie. Finish it, Charlie. Finish. You got 30 seconds time.
He's not even hitting you.
Go.
Ooh, broken nose. I was aiming for the nose, but I mean, he kind of just like, he's not that good of a boxer, so he kind of like leaned his face in with it. And I threw it, and he has like a big nose, so like when I hit him, I can just see it like it turned and like kind of crumbled. It started bleeding right away. You can feel it like, surprisingly you can feel it in the blood. I feel it like kind of like crack. So I called it like right away, and it started bleeding like right after, so.
Go. Nothing. 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
No running out. What are you doing?
No, you don't want to lose your belt. Come on. 1 foot in, at least 1 foot in.
I hit you in the stomach.
Charlie claimed to hit you in the body during that fight. Did that bring any sort of shame or affect you in any way?
Nah. You know, like at the end of the day, it's like I'm a real fighter. You know, like he's a YouTube fighter, fake fighter. You know, I'm a real fighter. So one body shot to freaking
a broken nose.
30 face shots, broken nose. You know, it's like.
Let's go another round.
You want to go another round?
I like going around.
1 minute this time. 1 minute. You want to go 1 minute?
I'm gonna disfigure this whole face. Take that nose out.
Fucked you up, man.
She looks like it. Come on, let's go another round.
Go.
The third match.
One more round?
We rest.
If you win, you get your belt back.
You got disqualified.
You left the ring.
Doesn't fucking matter. We still continue fighting. I hit him in the ring. Come on. Go get sober.
Oh, damn.
Fight's over, alright?
Fight's over now?
I have sparred here.
Fight's over, motherfucker.
Go. Street fight now.
Nah, it's not a fight over.
Let's go. Watch the fridge. Don't put my fridge. Go.
Fight's over.
Go.
But you got a guy that just aggravating. So eventually, some people only get the picture when you be aggressive with them.
That's true.
Fight's over, I said.
Oh, there you go. It's on now. It's on.
Yeah, don't punch it. All right.
Call it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
I what?
Wait, say what?
Say Say it, Charlie.
What? What's wrong?
No, say he won. Say he won.
Just say he won.
Say he won. Huh? Say it. Say
He won.
You won. Say it.
Okay, he won. Okay, okay, that's it. That's it. All right, all right. Leave him. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Okay. Stop. No more, man. No more.
Just don't try to punch him no more. Go over there. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Or sit down right here.
You still talking shit?
It's over, dude.
It's over. Take out the gloves then.
We'll ring.
Take out the gloves.
Did you want to keep his title or?
No, I kept it. You know, we hung it in the gym. It was hanging in our gym. I took his belt. I took his hat. You know, I took like his clothes from him, and we hung the belt in the gym. But one of our students that was at the gym at the time, he was more of the nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
So like he's wanting to leave, so he gave him the belt back, and so we were all like, yeah, you know, take the belt, get out of here, you know. So, but I mean, I was gonna keep it though. I was gonna keep it.
That's tight. Just like Deontay Wilder did.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Deontay took it and he bought a new one.
Oh man.
And I was gonna take that one, you know, like. Take out the gun.
Here, go home, dude.
Huh?
Go home.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear you, bro.
It's over, Charlie?
Take off one.
It's over. Yeah.
Okay. So, Charlie Zelenoff, is it over?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's over. Okay. Cool.
Everybody knows that Charlie Zelenoff is the pound-for-pound king of boxing and fighting and MMA.
Everything.
He's the one man you refer to. He's the pound-for-pound king.
It's over, man. Yeah, see?